Hey out there, and welcome to day 14. I'm Kate, and I'm super glad that you're back. Today's class is called Be Kind, Rewind. We're going to move forward and back through a vinyasa or two, and hopefully just have some fun along the way. You may want a couple of blocks, so go ahead and grab them, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get moving. So from here, we're going to move into child's pose. So start there. You can take your knees wide, you can bring your knees together, whatever feels good to you. Gonna walk your forearms forward. Ooh, take a moment here to rest your head on your hands, or you can stack your fists. Take a couple of breaths here. You gotta feel yourself come to your mat, mind, body, breath, all these things tying together right here in this moment. Regardless of what's going on beyond the mat, you can be here with your body and your breath, present to what comes and what goes as we move through our vinyasa. From here, you're going to walk your fingertips out in front. So we're in a nice extended child's pose. Pop onto your fingertips and press your sitting bones back toward your heels. Take a breath in. When the exhale comes, walk your hands over to the right. Feel that left side lengthen back. Inhale through center. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Feel that right side extend back. You got it. Inhale, walk yourself through center. You're going to bend your elbows and slide your arms in. So we're going to take a thread the needle without the twist. So right arm's going to come underneath. Palm faces up. Let's have it face up. Slide that arm over to the left, and you're just going to lay your chest down. So you're laying on your bicep there. Walk your left hand forward and take a breath, maybe two here. And while you're here, press your right arm into the floor. And drop that left elbow down, slide it in, so you can bring that right arm out. You've got the support there. And then prop onto the right elbow. Same thing to the left side. You're going to slide that left arm through. Chest is just going to drop straight down, so you're resting on that bicep. Walk your right hand forward. You got it. Press that left arm into the floor. Yes, and then drop that right elbow. Gonna bring it in a little bit here. Slide the left arm out. All right, you're gonna lift your hips just a hair, tuck your toes under, push back into your heels. So we're in this lifted child's pose. And then gaze toward your hands. We're gonna inhale, rock forward. Find your cobra here. Exhale, pull your hips back. A little reminiscent of what we did yesterday. It's all good. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, pull it back. One more. Inhale, rock it forward. This time when you exhale, we're going to lower all the way down and prop yourself up on your forearms again. Spread your fingers. And you know what? We're actually going to take the hands and interlace them now. Okay. And then from here, low belly lifts in and up. We're going to take the right knee and pull it in. So it draws in and kind of comes toward that right elbow. Keep that lengthening through your low spine. And then you're going to bend the left knee and pull your heel in. Give yourself a little stretch here. Ooh. You got it. Left knee's going to stay bent. Stretch that right leg straight out again. Yes. Take your right forearm across in front of your chest and reach that left hand around toward that left foot. And we're just going to grab a little quad stretch while you're here. You can grab the ankle, the top of your foot. You can work a little deeper into it, whatever feels good to you here. Low belly stays engaged. Beautiful. We're going to release this, but keep that left knee bent. Slide your forearms through Sphinx and then bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your right toes. We're going to press up into a plank and draw that left knee into your chest. Kick that left leg straight back, 3-point plank. And when you exhale, you're gonna step your left foot up, drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, sweep those arms out, reach them up, soften through your shoulders, grab that right wrist with your left hand, pull up, and just give yourself a little stretch over to the left side. Inhale up through center, exhale fingertips to the floor, slide your hips back, Ardha Hanuman. Warming it up just a little bit here. Inhale, rock it forward. When you exhale, your right foot's gonna step up to meet your left and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press into the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach it up, Urdhva Hastasana. When you exhale, soften those knees, hinge in the hips, and fold again, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, find some length, and make your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward, find your plank. When you exhale, you're gonna lower your knees, untuck those toes, drop your thighs, drop your hips, find a cobra, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna lower it all the way down, prop yourself up on your forearms, interlace your fingers. Yep. Okay, here we go. Now this left knee is gonna hug in. Tailbone nice and long. Bend the right knee, bring it in. Keep that lift through your chest. Right knee stays bent. Extend the left leg out behind you. Left forearm comes across in front of your chest. Grab that foot with your right hand. Grab the knee. Keep your chest square. Actively press into that left arm. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee stays bent. Find your Sphinx. And then slide your hands underneath you. Tuck your right toes. Gonna lift up into a 3-point plank. Knee in. Drag it in. Kick it straight back, staying in that plank. And then step it up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, sweep your arms out, reach them up. Inhale. Exhale, grab that left wrist with your right hand, pull yourself up and stretch over. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Slide your hips back, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, rock it forward. Step your left foot up to meet your right and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into the floor, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach it up. Exhale, dive it right back down over those legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a moment here to pause. Spread through your fingers. Feel the 4 corners of your palms root down, fingernail pads. Press into the floor and breathe. Shake out your head, your neck. Do your best to ignore the dog hair on your mat. Maybe it's cat hair. I don't know. Oh, goodness. All right, come on forward. Find your plank. And then we're going to lower all the way down. Okay, cobra pose. Curl it up. You're going to stay as lifted as you can, right? So find a nice high cobra. Bend your right knee, pull your heel in. This is where the fun starts. You're going to roll to your left. Come all the way around till you stand on your right. You're stepping on that right foot. Left hand comes to your knee, right hand comes behind. You are off your mat and it's going to be fine. Lengthen up and breathe. Come back through center. Left hand's gonna hit the mat. Drop onto the outer edge of your left foot. We're gonna lift it up here, little baby wild thing. And then step your right foot in front of this left one. So now we're here. You're gonna take your hips and let them dip down. And then bring them back up. Maybe arc this arm up and over. And then lower them down. And lift it up. One more. Dip those hips. You got it. Now we're gonna lead with this right arm. Come all the way around. Lift your hips. We're gonna spin the feet. Keep going to the left. Step your right foot wide. Prasarita Padottanasana. So now the right foot's toward the top edge of your mat. And we just fold here for a moment. And maybe soften your knees and sway gently side to side. Little side lunges. I'm working into those inner thighs. Yes. All right. And now we're going to spin toward that right foot. So back toward the top of the mat. Frame that foot with both hands. Sink your hips. Lift your chest. You got it. Left hand's going to plant. Sweep that right arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand's going to come down and glide forward a little bit. We're going to come into half moon. I know. It's crazy, but we're doing it. Press into this right foot. Plant those fingertips. Grab a block if you want. Half moon. And now work this left leg, right? Inner thigh lifts. Spread your toes, flex your foot, all that good stuff. Inhale. And then from here, you're going to exhale, soften your right knee, pull your left knee into your chest. We're going to come all the way up to stand. Hug your knee in. You got it. Grab the back of your thigh or your foot with both hands and then kick that foot forward. Arm bones in. Maybe that left leg is super bent. All right, now cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Nesting pigeon, sink your hips. Take your weight back toward your heel and back into your sitting bones. All right, we got this. Press into this right foot. Come all the way back up. King dancer, you're gonna grab that left ankle. Take that right arm, stretch it forward. Keep your breath steady. Don't panic, we're here. And now you're gonna take your gaze to the floor, soften your right knee. Soften your right knee, soften your right knee until you can bring that right hand back down to the block or the floor. Maybe a little Chapasana here if you wanna catch it. And then stretch it back out. Find your half moon. We're going for the rewind now. So take this left hand, you're gonna windmill it down. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, sweep your right arm up. Here we are. Yes. Here we go. So we're gonna rock onto the outer edges of both feet. Little horizon pose here. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, let them lower. Lift those hips. Let them lower. One more. Lift those hips. And then let them lower. Get a little lift through the hips so you can take this right foot, step it back behind you. Baby wild thing. Roll those shoulders open. And then take your gaze to your left foot. You're gonna spin your left toes to the sky, sink your butt to the floor, right hand comes behind, left hand catches the knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. When you exhale, gonna windmill your hands back to the top of the mat, roll back into your Sphinx. Or your cobra, sorry. Inhale, curl it up. Exhale and release. Curl it up again, inhale. Second side, left knee is gonna bend. We're going for it. You're gonna roll to the right, plant that left foot, right hand to your knee, left hand comes behind, flex that right foot, enjoy this twist here. Yes. All right, take your right hand to the floor. Fingertips point toward the top of the mat. Press into this left foot. Lift your hips. Little baby wild thing. And then step this left foot in front of your right thigh. Find your kind of modified side planky thing here. And let your hips dip. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, let them dip. Again, lift them up. And let them dip. We're gonna lift them up and come through Prasarita, right? So left hand's gonna wind all the way up. Walk yourself to the right. Step your left foot a little bit wider and fold. Fingertips can walk forward. Maybe you wanna sway a little bit side to side. Find those side lunges here. You got it. And you're gonna walk back toward that left foot. Spin your left toes open. Sink your hips. Here we go. Right hand roots. Take that left arm, reach it up. Find your twist. And then left hand's gonna come forward and shoot it a little forward. Shift onto your left foot. Find your half moon. Grab your block if you want it. Now fire up that right leg. Flex your foot, spread your toes. Roll that top shoulder open. Oh, yes. Here we go. You're going to pull that knee into your chest. Come all the way up. Yes. Grab the back of your thigh. Grab your foot. You're going to extend that right leg forward. And then take your ankle, cross it over the top of your left thigh. Sink your hips. Feel this hip crease deepen as your sitting bones move back behind you. Flex that right foot. Yes. All right, come on up to stand. Knee in, grab that ankle or that foot. King dancer. And here's our sneak attack. You ready? Take your gaze down. Soften that left knee. Soften that left knee. Keep it soft till that left hand finds the block or the floor. Maybe we end up in a Chapasana. And then kick that right leg straight. Find your half moon. And we're going to come into that twisting crescent, right? So right hand comes down, step that right foot back. Slide your right hand under your shoulder. Sweep your left arm up. And then take this left foot, kind of shimmy it to the side, drop onto the outer edges of both feet, sink your hips. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, let them sink. Lift them up. And let them sink. Lift them up. All right, we're gonna hold it here. Step this left foot back behind you. Beak. Find your wild thing. Roll your top shoulder open. And then take your gaze to your right foot. You're gonna spin your right toes toward the sky. Set your butt on the floor. Right hand's gonna grab that left knee. Left hand comes behind. Nice long spine here. Then bring it back through. Here we go, hands to the mat. Gonna roll onto your stomach. Find your cobra. Inhale. Exhale, release your forehead. Tuck your toes. Press up and stretch back. Downward facing dog. And pedal it out. If you want a vinyasa here, you can take a vinyasa. If you're enjoying your down dog, continue to enjoy your down dog. Okay, last little bit here. Come on forward, find your plank, and lower all the way down. Cobra pose. Same way we're going in, right? So find your cobra. Bend your right knee. We're gonna roll to the left. This time lift your hips. Step onto the ball of that right foot. We're gonna come into our king dancer. Or not our king dancer, our wild thing. Oh goodness, come on into your wild thing. Yes, you're like, king dancer, how am I supposed to do that here? And then windmill that right hand onto the floor. You're gonna kick your right foot through. Find fallen triangle. Take that left arm, reach it up. And now you're gonna shimmy that left foot forward just a little bit, because now your left foot is gonna step in front of that right thigh. Here it goes, boom. Left hand finds the block, left side, half moon. Yes. And then a slow step back, find your warrior two. We're here. Yay! Then take your hands, press your palms overhead. Then you're gonna take those palms, point your fingertips forward. Take some aim. Drag your right hand back along your left arm like we're pulling an arrow back in a bow. Yes. And then a little reverse archer here. Reach it up. Yeah, feels badass, right? Yeah. Come back through, and now you're gonna keep the arms, shoulder blades in, take your sitting bones back behind you. So you've got your gaze right along that left arm. Yes. And now we're gonna take Skandasana to the right leg. So soften your right knee, sink your hips. You can come down, hands on the floor, find your balance. Yes, and then fingertips to the mat. We're gonna spin to the back edge of the mat. So left hand comes down, lift your butt a little bit, spin around to the right, sweep that right arm up. So now we're back in our twisty crescent, but now we're toward the back of the room here. Feel your hips work to square, right thigh engaged. Left thigh is too. Then windmill this right hand down to the floor. Standing split, you're gonna shift forward, press the floor away, and lift that left leg up. Drag your knee in toward your chest, come all the way up to stand, and you guessed it, hands underneath the thigh, or grab that foot, kick it forward, and notice if your right knee has started to buckle. Without locking through the knee, you wanna press the top of your right thigh back. Yes. And then reach the arms up, but keep that left leg lifted, and we're gonna sweep it back again for standing split. Here's our rewind. Step that left foot to the back of the mat, plant that left hand, sweep your right arm up. Right knee's gonna stay bent, we're gonna skandasana. Left leg stays straight. We find our balance here, possibly. Yes, and then warrior two. So we're gonna shift, bring it up, squeeze those shoulder blades in, open your palms, and now we're gonna fold forward like we've got bat wings, right? Feel that lift through the arms. Take your right hand to your heart, gaze along that left side. Then come on up, find your archer, and take your aim up. Yes, back through. Here we go. Now you're gonna take this right hand and glide it along the arm, press your palms. Come on up, hands overhead, and then open, warrior two. You got it. Windmill this right hand down to the floor. Spin your left arm up. Push strongly into your left foot. We're gonna step the right foot out into the left. So we end up in this curtsy kind of thing, right? And then from here, press into your right foot, press into your right hand. The left foot's gonna step to the back edge of the mat, fall in triangle, windmill the left hand down. We rotisserie in reverse. Drag this right leg up, step it behind you. Find your little baby wild thing. Drop your hips, roll back onto your belly. Cobra pose, round two, curl it up, inhale. Soften your shoulders, buckle up, baby, bend that left knee. We're rolling right, and we're stepping right straight back. Lift your hips, baby wild thing. Left hand's gonna hit the floor, kick that left foot through, fall in triangle. Gets a little tricksy in here. Press into this left foot, press into this right hand. Right foot's gonna step right up here. You ready? Shift, and lift. Right hand finds that block or the floor. Half moon. Bring it up. Yes. You got it. Gorgeous. Step it back. Warrior two. Palms press overhead. Here we go. Take your aim. And now this left arm's gonna drag back. Shoulder blades in. Aim it up. Come back through center. Hips pop back. Chest comes forward. Shoulder blades in the back, nice and strong. Gaze right along that right arm. And now we bend this left knee, coming into your skandasana, your God of War pose. Catch your breath. You can play with some balance if you want. All right, right hand's gonna windmill down. We're gonna spin left, sweep that left arm up. Yes, scissor those inner thighs. And then take your left hand to the floor, now facing the back edge of your mat. Standing split on that left foot. Press the floor away and lift through that right heel. Drag your right knee into your chest. Come all the way up to stand. Grab the back of your thigh, grab your foot, kick that right foot forward, but feel the top of your left thigh, press gently back. Fingertips reach to the sky. And now we rewind, sweep it back, standing split. Yes. And then we're gonna step it back. Right hand slides underneath your shoulder, sweep that left arm up, It's kind of our touchstone right here, right? And then Skandasana, this left knee is gonna stay bent. You're just gonna spin around to the right, sink your hips. Yes, you got it. And then we end in Warrior Two. So shift forward and windmill it open. Palms open, shoulder blades in. Gonna bow your torso forward, hips move back. Yes, feel your core engaged, spine nice and long. Take that left hand to your heart. Inhale, come on up. And then take it up. Yes, and back through your archer pose here. Take that left hand, you're gonna glide it back down the arm. Palms press, hands overhead. Spin it open, regular Warrior Two. Yes. And then from here, here we go. We got this, right? We're gonna spin it down. Take that left hand to the floor, sweep the right arm up, prepping for this curtsy. Gonna step your left foot out into the right. Push into the left hand, push into this left foot. Right foot is gonna sneak back behind you. Find your fallen triangle. Windmill right hand down to the floor. Rotisserie in reverse. Step that left foot behind you. Baby wild thing. Yes. And then we're gonna set those hips down on the floor. Roll yourself all the way down onto your stomach. Cobra pose. Curl it up, inhale. Exhale and release. Tuck your toes, press up, stretch it back. Downward facing dog. Spread through your fingers. That was a lot of movement. So take a moment to let yourself slow down. When you exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Slide your hips back to your heels. You can press or stack your palms, stack your fists. Let your forehead rest on the floor. Notice if there's any tension anywhere and see if we can breathe it out here. All right, then you're gonna come onto those forearms. So we're here, and now we're gonna thread the needle, but with the twist. So right arm's gonna thread underneath. Slide your left hand back a little bit. So now you've got a place where you can actually add the twist. Maybe your head doesn't even touch the floor. Much like mine. Maybe a block underneath. Ooh, that feels nice. Block underneath your head if it's kind of hanging out. You got it. Press into that left hand. Slide the right arm out, and let's do the second side. Slide that left arm underneath. You can find the block or the floor with your head. Right fingertips to the mat. That right elbow is nice and bent. You can roll into your twist here. Oh. That's it. And then release that. We're going to come back, slide that block out of your way. Hands come forward. Sweep your feet to one side, and we're going to go ahead and lay back. And when you get back there, you're going to hug those knees into your chest and rock a little bit side to side. Maybe make some circles on your low back. Oh, yeah. Take your arms out to the sides and let your knees drop over to your right. Oh, and slide your gaze to the left. Inhale it up through center. And when you exhale, drop your knees to the left and slide your gaze to the right. And back up through center. Take a moment here, take your knees wide. And stretch those legs out. If there's anything else you feel like you need to do, absolutely take that time and go for it. And if you're ready to relax, just lay out. Breathe. your body melt into the floor. Allow your breath to deepen here. If your mind wanders, just bring it back. Gently, without judgment, to find your inhale, your exhale. And feel your breath deepen here. Start to move your fingers and your toes. And hug those knees in. And roll to the right. And press into the strength of your arms. Come on up. And find a comfortable seat. Nice soft shoulders. But feel your heart lift and the crown of your head rise up. And press your palms together to Anjali Mudra and bow your head and honor this time on your mat and your body and your breath and the fact that you made it here and you made it through. Have a lovely, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and look for day 15 coming up tomorrow in your YouTube. Bing! Make it a great one.